fire commentary. Oh, what the fuck is that? Oh man, it's some stupid Japanese shit. I could tell right off the fucking, but I didn't even have to look at something. It said fight. What the fuck? Oh, okay, this looks like a fighting game or some. I thought it was gonna be some, like, you know, anime or some Japanese kung fu. Oh man, as soon as I see something Japanese, I'm thinking there's an automatic kung fu up in this motherfucker, man. Anyway, Fifth Fire commentary number, what is it? 250, 256? I think it's 256. I lost fucking count at this point. Because, like I said, my whole schedule's all fucked up at this point. But anyway, Fifth Fire commentary number 256, Living Sky sent in his video, and this is part of the whole YouTube Prestige Gamer Speedrun Challenge up in this motherfucker. And part of the reason why I said I lost track of my schedule is because, obviously, I'm throwing in these 5 videos in front of a whole bunch of other videos that, were supposed to take place already. So everyone will notice that their schedule got moved back by 5 different numbers or whatever the hell. So if you were to hit fire commentary number 250, whatever the fuck the week started with, your shit gonna be 5 numbers back and you'll be after this fucking week. So obviously, Living Sky is the 4th video. Tomorrow's gonna be Brown's video up in this motherfucker. And this shit, I can't even fucking, I think it's on PC because I see some shit written on the side, but I don't know what the fuck is going on. This just looks like a whole bunch of fighting crap, and I'm thankful at least the numbers aren't in Japanese. Oh man, I saw this fucking shit. No, my first instinct was that, oh god, it's gonna be some stupid tentacle monster shit or whatever the fuck it is. But anyway, at least this is a fighting game. I can deal with the fighting game and whatnot, man. It looks like, what is that? It's Super Mario Smash Brothers, where you have like 4 people fighting against each other or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know, man. I haven't played fighting games since like Street Fighter 2. And it was Street Fighter 2. First of all, Street Fighter 2 had like how many different fucking versions? There was Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Street Fighter 2 Super Edition, Street Fighter 2 Motherfucker Edition. Oh man, they had so many goddamn Street Fighter 2s. Then they made Street Fighter 3 and the shit sucked. And then I think they made Street Fighter 4 or whatever the fuck, I don't know. I lost track of all that shit. But anyway, there were so many fucking fighting games that you had back in the day. I remember Tekken, Killer Instinct, Mortal Kombat, fucking you name it, man. All these games turned into fighting games. You have the Super Mario Smash Brothers shit. You have the Marvel vs. Capcom. You got all kinds of crap now. So every fucking game now is like a damn fighting game. And I know there's some popular MLG type shit where they have like tournaments where people win money in this motherfucker. Oh man, this shit is blown up beyond belief. I haven't played a fighting game in so goddamn long. You know, one of these like 2D fighter games and shit like that. I'll tell you, what was the last one I faced? You know, what was the last like fighting game I really had, and people are gonna laugh when I say this shit, was the end of God of War 3. Those who played it know exactly what I'm talking about. That fucking Zeus fight where Kratos had to kill them. Oh god, you know how many attempts it took me to beat that son of a bitch because he was such a cheesing motherfucker? Oh god, I hated that shit, man. Anyway, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I think you have some kind of co-op or teammates or some shit. I don't know what the fuck. All I'm seeing is some Batman type fucking words on the screen. Bam! Thump! Whap! You saw that shit flying across the motherfucking screen, and I see blue has 4 points, red has 2 points, or 2 people left. I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. Oh, Japanese shit. That's all I know, man. All you have is some strange Japanese shit up in this motherfucker, man. Anyway, getting back into what I was talking about all week long, I was talking about the whole Destiny crap. See, when the Destiny's not even being played, I can't get away from talking about that shit. Anyway, like I said, man, when we do the rematch, it's gonna be a whole bunch of different rules. Not too much different, but I'm gonna have a couple more stipulations. A lot of them I haven't even revealed over to the guys at Prestige Gamers yet, so not even they're in the loop. They're in the loop, but they know some of the changes. I've already mentioned what some of the changes are. I'm debating about having, you know, Atheon be a fight without Galahorns, because like I said, Galahorns are too fucking easy. We're gonna have 6 people cross the bridge on Crota on hard mode and shit like that. But I do have a couple other challenges that I haven't even told them about that they'll see when the challenge goes up. Now, as far as the timing of it, I don't know when it's going to happen. Ideally, it's going to happen in March because we want to have some time before, you know, we do. I don't want to do these shits right back to back because obviously I want to do some hipfire commentary videos. I want to get the Blueprint series out of the way with Destiny. I have a whole bunch of other videos that I want to post up, a whole bunch of other ideas that I want to get to. So I want to do those first before I roll out a whole new project. So that's why I'm holding off on doing the rematch. I don't have a set date yet, but ideally I'd like to do it sometime in March. So for those who are curious about it, those who are still playing Destiny. Those are still playing the motherfucker at the time. I'll tell you right now, man. I'm finally starting to get bit by the board bug in that motherfucker, man. I'm starting to look at some other games in which I want to play and some other things that I want to get into. I know a lot of people ask me why didn't I get into Evolve and all that shit. Now, Evolve, if I'm not mistaken, it had a beta, right? It had a beta and I just didn't get into it. And I know it's a 4-player, oh no, it's 4 players against 1 player, so it's sort of an imbalanced online portion where you fight the monster and shit like that. And I've seen the reviews. The reviews are good, but I know what they've been saying about that one character, the Wraith, who's so overpowered that all you gotta do is just hit people right at the beginning and the game's fucking over and shit like, oh man, I ain't gonna bother with that shit. But anyway, initially when I saw it, it looked good, but it looks like one of these, you know, DLC heavy games where you have to buy the DLC in order to get the whole content up in this motherfucker. I don't know how the fuck it is. Anyway, not gonna get involved. The next game that I'm looking at is most likely gonna be MLB The Show. That's the only game right now that's on my radar that I'm looking at and buying. And there's also that, what was that Final Fantasy Type 0 shit or whatever the fuck it is. I know that's a remake from some prior game. I don't know what the hell it was, but it has the Final 15 demo on that motherfucker. And I'll just buy it just to play a fucking demo. Isn't that some sad shit? I'll buy a game just to play the demo with this motherfucker. Whatever, man. Anyway, I don't know what the fuck's going on in the background. I'll tell you that right the fuck now. I don't know what character you are. I can't tell what character you are. I guess it's the one, yeah, it's obviously when your screen moves, you see what it is. It's the motherfucker with the sword and the fireballs. That's all I know. But as far as who the fuck's the name of it is, I don't know. As far as what the fuck the name of the game is, I don't know. I can't read this shit. This is not like the greatest copy in the world. Oh man, definitely off a PC up in this motherfucker, man. No, but anyway, getting back into this shit, you know, obviously when people did the videos, they were able to send in anything they wanted, and I know that we had the Plants vs. Zombies shit yesterday, which I didn't even know the fucking name of that damn game. All I know is I remember seeing it, but I didn't know what the fuck it was. Did this guy just like cheese your ass or whatever the fuck? Look at this shit. What the fuck? Was that a superpower? Was that like the finisher? Was that like, you know, Mortal Kombat? Come here, motherfucker, and rip the damn skull out of his fucking spine and all that stupid shit. Did you win? Did you lose? I don't know what the fuck's going on. And I don't know what character you have. I know there was, what was that game? Marvel vs. Capcom, where you had 3 players and you could tag people in, and you tag in the person who you know, who had some health, and you fight with all 3, and you didn't win to other 3 motherfuckers. Ah, man, there's so many fucking rules in this shit, man. I remember when fighting games were simple. We're talking the original Street Fighter back in the day of an actual arcade. And when I mean arcade, I mean you went to like the bodega on the corner, you went to the corner store, you went to the comic book store, and they had the big ass machines, and you sat there with like a roll of quarters, and you threw a whole roll of quarters in that motherfucker, and you tried to beat that shit. And I remember the Street Fighter, it was only, you could only pick Ryu, and if you wanted to face against someone else, then you would get Ken. You couldn't even pick which one you wanted. Basically, you had one choice. It was one motherfucker. And then after you fight shit, there was like 2 guys in the United States. They had this one guy, I think his name was Mike, and you fight him in front of like the Mount Rushmore, or whatever the fuck it is. And Mike had one fucking move, which is basically a punch. So all you had to do was you had to jump over him, you had to punch him and kick him a couple times, and then you had to back into a corner and just block for the entire fucking round, and you would beat that motherfucker. I remember they had that one guy from I think his name was Chin or whatever the fuck. He was in China or some shit like that. This little jumping fool that would jump back and forth and kick your ass. Oh man, he was a pain in the ass. That big tall motherfucker in England, Birdie or whoever it was. Was it Birdie or Eagle? Something like, I don't fucking remember all these other characters, man. But all I remember was it took a roll of quarters to beat that shit. Man, some of those characters would kick the fuck out of you. And there's nothing you could do about that shit. Because back in the day, games were hard. Nowadays, games are so fucking easy. Games really are easy compared to the way they were back in the day. Back in the day, we didn't have no cheat codes, we didn't have no save points, we didn't have shit. And we went to the arcades, they purposely made that shit fucking difficult so that all you had to do was keep paying that shit quarters in this motherfucker. So that's how they made their money. They made a ton off of people and shit like that. People like me just sit there with a whole bunch of quarters playing that shit trying to beat that motherfucker. So then we have a game like this where I don't know what the fuck's going on. I know you're jumping around trying to hit somebody, but I don't even know what the fuck you're hitting them with. I see fireballs and swords and HP hits and what the fuck? This is just some confusing shit. I can't even tell where the fuck your health is. I think it's up there in the right hand corner. Is that your health? I don't know. What the fuck just happened? You see, I can't tell what the fuck this stupid shit is. And I know people are gonna tell me, oh, this is the greatest game ever. No, it's not. Don't give me that shit. People are gonna tell me this. Oh, you just haven't played this game. This is one of the best games that were ever made out of Japan. No, don't give me that shit, man. I'd rather play Cunt Punt than looking at this stupid shit, man. But anyway, there's the end of the video. We have one more video left in this week, and that'll be Brown Power's video tomorrow. So as always, rate, comment, subscribe, and all that good shit. And I'll see you guys in the next video.